Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm here to do the week 7 prompts for the Margarete Miller collage challenge. Yeah, I'm sorry, I've been very unwell, so I've had a bit of a nasty cold, so my voice is sounding a bit rough, and also we're just recovering from Storm Eunice. So it's a bit grey, a bit windy, but we're going with it. So let's get on with it, shall we? So this was week 6 and we're now on this beautiful page to do week 7. So the prompts were a photo, so I've got it here. Most of the stuff I need. I found this gorgeous photo. If any of you have watched episode 2 of the Crazy Craft Challenge, I'll leave the link in the video down below. I had picked up a beautiful vintage from about the 1920s vintage photo album, and this is one of the pictures it had in it, and I just loved it. You know, I've decided to name these two guys Bill and George, and they're off on an adventure. So that's the photo. Something in a garage. Well, I thought this car was quite good there, but I've also got some stamps that'd work. A rubber stamp used in 2 colours. So I've got these stamps. These are all sort of car and travel themed. So it actually has spanners and things. They'd be found in a garage. It's got the car. It's got this brilliant motorbike. So I thought they'd be quite good. But I also really like this stamp. And this has got a vintage car on it as well. So I thought they'd work, and they'd work as my stamp. A headline. So I couldn't really find a headline per se, but I've got this one says take a literary journey on the tea trail, which I thought was quite good. So these are from magazines, so I was going to use those. A sewing item. I have some fabrics here and some buttons. And the extra, which I always like to do if I can, is some random piece of washi. So I've got this washi that was gifted to me, and I've also got this that's like roadmap washi, which I sort of thought. So I thought this was Bill and George, and they're going on their adventure. And now I've said it, it sounds like Bill and Ted. But that was not that was not what I was going for. So let's get started. I don't know much of anything other than this. I want to be my focal point. And I also have these 2 things. This is from a vintage book. We've got the English lakes, and I like this one. It's got these lakes on the other side. Seems a shame to cover them up, but I like this because it has the road, and as I feel these are going on a road trip. And this is also a vintage map, and I really wanted to use this. Yeah, I'm just realizing I haven't really got any other kind of papers or things to go with this. So I'm just gonna hold on a minute, guys. I'm gonna grab my scrap paper bag, or one of them anyway, and then I should be able to use some other bits in here. I kind of like the brown. I might leave some of the brown of the actual page showing. So I'm just gonna tear the top of this, and the same. Do I want that one? First class rows are coloured. I might leave that bit because I quite like what it says down there. If it fits, it does. And I might just tear this. So yeah, so I saw that photo. It's ink in some vintage photo, ironically. I saw that photo and I just thought, yep, this is going to be Bill and Ted. No, it's not. That's the film. Bill and George. Bill and George. And maybe they're having their summer holes and are going travelling around like the Peak District, or the Lake District, having a good time. stopping at lots of different places, travelling in their fancy motor car. You know, nothing much planned, just two young guys off on an adventure, off on a road trip. And that's kind of what came to my head. So, yeah, that's what we're going with. Sorry, my throat is still so sore. Just nasty flu and cold. Now, I know I want the tab to be about here, so I need to keep that in mind when actually... I just love that. I just love the way that looks. The road and the river as they wind along the mountain path. I don't know. I don't know. Do I want to... because we've got to put the headline on too. So I might just have to rip all that too. Which seems a shame, but there we go. Yeah. I forgot for a minute I had the headline to do. Sore throat. It really hit me from nowhere, this cold did. And thankfully it's just a cold, because, you know, could have been something else. But yeah, just a nasty cold, and yeah, it's kind of hit me. See, I really like that. Or do I want it even further down? I feel like it needs something under it, and I've got some of this doily in this scrap paper that's kind of speaking to me. And I feel like the light bluish grey in the doily will pick up the bluish grey of the mountains. So that's what I'm going for. I'm just going to ink it slightly. I need a new ink pad. Mine is literally falling to bits, this one. So, yeah. I've seen people say that, like, to save the ink pad, you can kind of put it on a page and round the edges. So you would do it more like you'd have it down and then you'd kind of do the edges like that. But I actually really don't like the way that comes out. So that's not for me. So let's put the doily down first. But yeah. So getting over this throat and cold, but it's put me behind both on my crafting, because there was a couple of days I was literally unable to do anything. I was just in bed. It knocked me for 6. My son had it too, so he had it first and then has passed it on to me, which is the way, isn't it? This is the way of the Mandalorian. Anyway, so yeah, just been feeling awful. See, that looks so pretty, that side too, but I want this because of the road, so that's what we're going for. Stick with my first choice and not overthink too much. But now I'm wondering, do I want some washi in the background? Maybe, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, not being able to craft or do much or video anything, and it's just really put me behind. And I've got so much organisation to do for my craft stuff as well. And do I want newspaper? See, I thought I want map, but we've already got map. So I'm wondering now if like some newspaper would be quite good, because yeah, it kind of gives it that vintage feel. So maybe I will just rip some of this off. Again, I don't know where this is from. I was gifted it ages ago in a pocket letter. Oh gosh, it's really sticky. So I might just put some of this in the background and over the top here. Oh, where's... There we go. Let's stick that down like that. Oh, I actually quite like how that looks. Anyway, so there we go. Oh, no, it's stuck onto my vintage photo. Kind of think I want this maybe about here, because I still need the headline. This is going to be interesting to try and get stuck down. And I'm going to use vintage photo on my vintage photo. What a crafters like, huh? It's not vintage enough. It's only 100 years old. So yeah, I kind of like that there. But, and here's the thing. Where do I want the headline? Do you know what I'm actually going to do first as well? I am going to... where's my stapler? I'm going to staple the tab on so that I remember that it has to go in that position, if that makes sense. And I'm going to actually put it with the staples facing this way, because you won't see any of the staple from the other side, and that goes there anyway. I wanted to add texture to that page. You won't see the staples from the other side because I'm actually going to glue them, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I need to think about buttons now, guys. I've got this, and I want this little piece because I just love the frayedness of it. I was going to stick that on there. I could probably go over there. And I didn't know if I wanted like this button or whether I want greys. I quite like the grey. Yeah, I like the grey. So let's go for those. And I'm going to stitch those onto here. I have my little needle book that my friend made me. If you want to see a proper flip through of this needle book, then I will link. She made me it for our Halloween Advent that we do. We've been doing for the last few years. And yeah, that's one of the gifts that she made me. And thank you, Sarah, because I actually just keep it beside me now and use it all the time trying to get. So I've got this kind of, I don't know what colour you'd call it, but it looks like that thread. And yeah, I'm going to try and put it through the eye of the needle. Which will be fun to try and do in camera, and hope that this needle actually goes through. Should have checked. Yeah, it does. Right, good. So I'm just going to hand stitch these like that, nice and easy. Ugh, that came out. I'm really still not 100%. Like, I know I'm getting a lot better and I'm actually able to do things and move, which is a big plus, but it's just left me feeling so tired. So yeah, I'm just stitching these quickly. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's my journal. And yeah, this will be the sewing item. And then I'm just going to stitch the next one. And again, I'm not lining them up. Well, I'm kind of roughly lining them up, but it doesn't matter if they're not perfectly lined up. That won't bother me too much. See how quiet I've gone now because I'm stitching. So yeah. So Bill and George off to the Lake District, off driving around the Midlands. Maybe they're, you know, popping here and there. Lots of little villages in their fancy new sports car. You know, do that. Okay. And now let's put this back away so I don't lose the needle. And we need to trim this off. And yeah, so it just looks like that. And that didn't staple on there very well. Okay, well, I can glue that down. So let's do that. Let's glue it down because we're going to glue anyway. It just takes a while to stick this glue, which, you know, can be irritating when you're trying to craft on camera. So, okay, come on. Oh, there we go. I was going to put it aside then for something else. Right, there's a lot of glue on there, I know, and it will seep out. But again, I don't mind that. It's just in my collage book. So, as long as it dries well. And I think I might put, where are my, like something like this on here to just hold it. It's not very, just like that. Right, okay. No, that's not holding it very well at all. So let's not do that, Belle. Let's leave it like that. Anyway, so let's take that bit out. So there we go. So we've got the map, the washi. We didn't have to need map. Got the sewing item, the washi. And I want this kind of here. Do I want it there? Yeah, I kind of want it here. Okay, so now I need to think about the headline because let's take these off here and put this here a minute, because I wanted to take a journey, but I do really like on the tea trail because maybe they're going to lots of tea shops. Oh dear me, yeah, lots of lovely little tea shops along the way, staying in tiny villages. Yeah, I don't know, it makes me chuckle anyway. That's what I want to do. So I'm just tearing this with my tear ruler. Get rid of that bit because it's just white paper and I don't need that. And then like this. And obviously that is far too white. Oh, on the tea tray. I really don't want to cover up that road. But if I put it down here, I'm completely covering the doily, which, what was the point? Let's ink this first because it's far too white and I can't really make my mind up about anything until I've inked it. Light. And then do some darker bits. Yeah. On the tea trail. I might just put it up there. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm wondering if it should be backed on some of this brown paper that I have in my scrap, because it's just looking at me and I'm thinking, do I want to back it? Let's find out. It's the only way we'll know, won't we, is if we actually try it out. And I want this side, because this side, if you look here, this is really shiny and this is more matte and has more of a texture to it. So on the tea trail. See, I could even put the photograph slightly under if I wanted. Oh, do you know what? I do. I like that. Let's do that. First of all, let's ink this. So, yeah, I hope you're all okay wherever you are. We've had a couple of storms, but Storm Eunice hit The UK, really hard. We were actually really lucky where we are in this part of the country. We did have a red warning, so we were told not to leave our house unless absolutely necessary, especially if we had to drive anywhere. We were told just, you know, it's not worth the risk, which did mean that the roads around me, which are normally very busy, were actually really nice and empty for once. But yeah, we've been really lucky. There's been some real issues around the country. Some people don't even have any electric at the moment and things like that. But other than bins flying across the road, we have actually been fine. We haven't even like lost anything in the garden or anything like that, which I was worried about. But yeah, it's been a time at the moment. And yeah, I know there's lots of damage all over the country. The O2 building, which is in London, lost its roof, which was a bit like, I mean, it's not that built up around the O2, although it kind of is actually. But it's on the other side of the river that I was thinking, oh my gosh, where did the roof go? Did it blow over onto the other side of the Thames and like land in some housing or something? Yeah. So, like I said, we've been quite lucky, considering actually how close we are to London. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to take a while to stick because it's a vintage photo, and I'm sticking that down on the tea trail. There we go. So we've got a photo, we've got a headline, sewing item, random bits of washi. Now I'm wishing this was further down, but it is what it is now. You can still kind of see the things behind, and it is what it is. So the things I had, my washi's stuck to my map and stuff. Right, get off. Let's move that over. Let's put the scrap bag just down beside me a minute. So either I could use this green car, which is what I was intending, or the bike, but actually I don't like that now. So I did really like this. Let's get it out. I don't know if I've used these. These were just from a magazine. I'm not quite sure which one. I've had them for a while. Is it the craft? No, I don't know. Anyway, so I rather liked this as a tag, but now I'm thinking it might be too much. Ugh. I do like the compass. We could do the compass. We could do the motorbike. That's quite cool. Stamped images. Could do this. But then I've still got nothing from a garage. Just a spanner maybe? Just a spanner on there. I like as a signpost. That's what I liked. I don't know. Let's do the spanner. Feels a bit random just grabbing a spanner. I don't know. And I'm going to use Stays On only because I know it will probably. I'm going to attempt a stamp on here just to see, because I haven't used these. So that looks quite good actually. Let's do that. And then I might put that like down here. Hold it for a second. Oh, that all smushed. That's smushed. See, I don't like that now because it's smushed. But that's okay because I can put something over that. I don't know what I'm going to put over that, but I will put something over that. Unless what I do, I have some of this like ledger paper. So I was thinking you might find like boxes of documents in a garage, you know. Let's just ink this up. You know, it does say garage, doesn't it? Yeah, something in a garage. Oh, a garage to me is, you know. So I'm going to put this on because I have my idea with Bill and George going off on their adventure, but a different kind of adventure to Bill and Ted, who got in a phone box and went off and with people from history and stuff. No, Bill and George are off on the tea trail to find the best tea house. There we go. Okay, that's better. I like that. Okay, let's just stamp that off on my paper and put it back here. Yeah, I like that. That's only in one colour though. And I really did want the signpost, but a signpost would have to be in black again. And that's not two different colours. Let me try. Let me see what I think. Says a rubber stamp used in 2 different colours. Okay, well, does it have to be the same rubber stamp? I don't know, because that would go there like that. And I do like that. So let's see. Could do black. Let's just stamp it off first, okay, because we need to check if it stamps okay. Yes, it does. So let's do black, but also let's do, I've got this denim blue, and then I kind of want to see what that looks like if it's just randomly stamped in places, and see what that looks like. Let's stamp it off and have a look. Oh, you can just see the blue. Yes. Okay, I might put the blue on first, because then we can get a deeper colour on the blue. And then I'm going to go over the top of that with some smidge of black. So, I don't know how this is going to work and whether it's worth it or not. I may just be ruining the whole thing, which would really upset me, but there we go. Okay, let's hold it. Oh no, I smidged it. I mushed it. Okay, so you kind of get that. It's maybe not as perfect as I wanted. Do I feel like I want to go around that in some black pen? I feel like I do, but then that's not stamped image, is it? Oh, decisions, people. And now I can't find my black pen that I would normally use. No. Okay, I'm not happy with that either. This is not working out today, I tell you. It's not working. So what I'm thinking is whether I use some more of this ledger paper. Oh, I've ruined it now. I don't know. Maybe it's not too bad. It does need to stand out more. That's the thing. And I just cannot find my pen to do it with, which is going to irritate me. So let's just use a biro, because I can't find my pen. Yeah. I'm going to blame it on me not feeling well. Why this hasn't turned out as See, where I put it there, this looks like this is part of the stamped image, and it's not. It's part of the washi underneath. So it just kind of looks a bit strange. I mean, not everything has to be outlined on here, because some of the stamped bits, fine. I just want it to stand out a bit more, which means I still need to do something in 2 colours, although theoretically this is actually stamped in 2 colours, and I'm not doing this perfectly. See, I like it more now that it's that I've gone round it. Hope you can see. Honestly, the main day of the storm wasn't actually too bad. Where we are, we had bright sunshine with storm winds, but the sunshine was so bright and beautiful, but I was still too poorly to actually film in it. And it's now in the aftermath that we've got torrential rain and grey skies, but at least I'm just thankful that we're all okay and no real damage has been done. Where I am, see, I quite like that. I'm wondering if I should try and write like lakes, village, tea shop, I don't know, something like that. Okay, so I still need something in another colour. I'm just wondering about, I mean, you've got tire track down here. That might go quite nice. Even though it's just the one tire track, but there you go. And then I just don't know if that blue picks up very well. That's the problem. I just want to rip some more of this and have it on there. Like another little bit of this, but have this one sticking out the edge kind of thing. That's too wide. And then that could just be like that, and we could have the tire across, unless I do it this way around, and have the tire along there. That's what I'm going to do, guys. I don't know. This is taking me a lot longer than it usually does, I think, just because I'm still feeling so woozy-headed. Yeah, so anyway, almost done, almost done. Stick with me. Let's go in there, and then that's supposed to be on there. Let's just stamp that off. And let's have this tire track in the deep blue, because I really want that blue on there. It'd really help if I got it the right way around, wouldn't it? Let's see. Is that blue enough? I think so. I think so. We're just going to do it. As we've seen, it doesn't matter, because I'll just cover it up with something if I don't like it. I hope that's all on camera. Okay, blue tire track. Maybe I want some blue tire up here as well. Do I feel like that's too much? Okay, I really need to put those stamps away in a minute. Maybe a bit more washi. Where's that other washi gone? There it is. Maybe a bit more of this, maybe. Seeing as that's could go down there like that. Again, I'm covering up all of that beautiful doily, so let's not do that whole thing. Kind of like that. Maybe more like that. Maybe this piece. Maybe I like this piece better. Because then it kind of grounds this, which is, it just feels like it's floating to me. I don't want that. So let's get it on there and ground it a little bit. Okay, so like that. Where did the other piece go that I ripped off? Do I want to be another piece down here? Or do I want some more of that washi? I'm just mumbling to myself, guys. Or do I want it here? Am I just adding stuff now for the sake of it? Is that what I'm doing? We're about to find out. Do I kind of want that there? I don't know. I just feel like I want map places. Okay, and I feel like I want to go around this, but I don't know for now. Is that stuck down? I think it's still drying, but it's kind of stuck. Okay, so this is what I'm going to call week 7 done. So a photo, we got Bill and George. Something in a garage, we've got ledger paper and a spanner, because it could be like a garage at your home where you keep your car, or it could be a garage where you take your cars to be fixed, in which case they would have ledger paper and they would have possibly maps. A rubber stamp used in 2 colours. That was for some reason the trickiest part of this whole thing. And so we've got blues and black being used, a headline on the tea trail, sewing item, fabric and buttons, and bonus pieces of washi tape, which we've got there. So let me bring that up so you can have a look at the whole thing. There's that stamped, and there, and that, there's that cute photo really that inspired the whole thing. So yeah, I might write some places in there. It might be a little hard. I might have to gesso it first or something. Maybe it needs some gesso. Maybe like I just need some gesso around. Anyway, I'm going to leave it like that for now, because this is actually a really long video for just a simple collage page. And so I'm going to leave it like that, and if I do anything to it, I'll show you in the next video. So that was week 7, Margarete Miller collage challenge. I have noticed, sorry guys, I have noticed on my older videos some of the links to Margarete Miller's Etsy and her channel aren't working. So thank you for pointing that out. I will be getting that fixed so that when I put the links in this description box and the previous, they will work, and it will take you to Margarete Miller's Etsy shop, where you can download all these digital prompts that you then just print out, and also her channel if you want to check out what she's doing. And anyway, sorry it's such a long video today, guys. Thank you for watching, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you are safe, and I hope you're having lots of crafty fun. Until next time, when we are on week 8 and I will have almost caught up, I'll see you then. Bye.